afternoon and welcome to the January 14th special edition of The Pulse. I'm Kate Regan.
And I'm Emily Madden. We're coming to you on location right here at Workspace on Main Street in downtown Manchester. Once a site of a men's clothing store, Workspace has transformed into a collaborative and creative space. The theme of our program, just like this old building made new, is resiliency.
We're excited to highlight some of Main Street's transformation and renewal of this edition of The Pulse.
Downtown Manchester features many local businesses striving and persevering despite 2 years of battling COVID-19. While you can buy many things online, Summer Garapi highlights 180 Barbershop, a local salon that is thriving in our new normal.
If you think the 180 in the name of Manchester business 180 Barbershop is the address, you are sadly mistaken. It has a much deeper and more powerful meaning.
So my wife actually came up with the name. I was trying to capture this idea of trying to get the experience of a barbershop, you come in looking and feeling one way, you leave looking and feeling another way. What kind of word can we come up with? And we couldn't come up with a word, but we came up with a number, So that's the original. That's kind of like a little play on words for the shop.
Customers walk in and leave transformed.
I love what he does to my hair. It's great. I feel younger, which is great. but I love Thomas dearly. So and I know him. He goes to my church, and we just I travel probably 45 miles to get here.
Customers aren't the only ones that are transformed by this business. Owner Thomas Mitchell is a case study in resilience and the very real way the shop represents the 180-degree difference in his life.
180 originates really with my story, growing up as a kid with a broken childhood and had two parents that were in and out of prison and drug addiction and things like that, and then had developed my own story very similar growing up, and then changed my life around maybe 8 or 9 years ago. So 180 is kind of like a story of me as well. So it's like a little meaning behind the meaning. So it's a double-sided coin.
We envisioned this story as a profile of a local business showing resilience during COVID, but we realized that this barbershop is so much more. It's about community and individuals overcoming obstacles. For The Pulse, this has been Summer Garapi reporting.
Main Street is known for its great local businesses like 180 Barbershop. It's the people that truly make it vibrant. This is a place that is constantly changing and reinventing itself. Jason Scooge hits the streets to show the resiliency starts with its residents.
Just keep pushing.
Bouncing back.
Fight through.
Survive.
Get back up.
Take charge.
Keep focused.
Standing strong in the face of adversity.
Whether it's the new Omicron variant of COVID-19 or cold winter weather, it can be hard to keep going sometimes here in Manchester, Connecticut. So that's why I, Jason Skoog, am here right now in downtown Manchester to find out how the Manchester residents stand strong during these times.
What does resilience mean to you?
I think resilience is bouncing back even when it's tough.
It means strength and just keep pushing and moving on.
There's someone that's courageous and not necessarily weak, but is able to really withstand as much as possible over a long period of time.
Able to get through something no matter how difficult it is.
Oh, I just think in today's world there's so much disruption and turmoil and things that are going on out there, and you just gotta try to weed through some of the nonsense and try to just keep your head and keep focused on the things that are important to you.
As you can see, the meaning of resilience varies from person to person here in the Manchester community. However, it is what keeps us standing strong. From The Pulse and downtown Manchester, this has been Jason Skoog reporting.
We now continue down to the end of Main Street to visit a place where residents can flex their creative muscle, Firestone. From a bustling cafe to pottery and art classes, there's an innovative buzz to the place. Glyza Fuentes shows us that they are ready to welcome you and your creative energy.
If you're looking for a freshly brewed cup of coffee or a newly painted piece of pottery, the Firestone on Main Street is a place to be. Opening right before COVID-19 hit, this local pottery and cafe nook kept the flames of the kiln alive by being as resilient as possible.
It's definitely been, we have to be a little bit more cautious as employees, how we're handling food and drinks and everything.
Obviously, we've had the masks and whatnot, but it hasn't been too bad, honestly. People are really respectful here.
Bringing in customers new and old is always important for a business. The Firestone Art Studio and Cafe offers many options for not only arts and crafts, but food and drinks as well that keep the people wanting more.
It's such a free-spirited place. I love that they are so all-inclusive, and it's a safe place for people of all races, genders, sexes to just come and have fun and be safe.
With the ability to order ahead, this coffee shop and art studio has become a lot more accessible to its following.
We have a whole online system, and people use that throughout the day. We have orders the day before even. People put in their stuff.
Located at 1115 Main Street, the Firestone is open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Whether it's an early morning pickup or an after-dinner craft session, the Firestone is the Manchester place that you don't want to miss. From The Pulse, this has been Glyza Fuentes reporting.
That's all we have for you today. It's been a pleasure having you for this special edition of The Pulse.
Just as our show focused on resiliency, we hope you all health and happiness in the rest of 2022. We will be back next week with more student-produced and directed stories about Manchester and beyond. Please feel free to follow us on social media and check out our past work by heading to mhstelevision.com. I'm Emily Madden.
And I'm Kate Regan.
And this has been
The Pulse.